is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, The Unpopular Party, hosted by me, Party Next Shore. And today I'm here to react to the latest episode of Baddie South. And this was a long episode, but a good one. I enjoyed it. I ain't got nothing to announce today. Just keep subscribing, y'all. When I tell y'all I'm almost to 10K. When I hit 10K, when I tell you I'm going to flip a brick up in this house, I feel like because this is so close. Like, I think I'm at like 9.94K. I need to have like a huge celebration. I need to go live. We need to like have a section or something. I don't know, baby. It's gonna be a celebration when I hit 10K. Because I don't think y'all understand the journey of getting my YouTube channel together. This goes all the way back to 2018 of just working and grinding nonstop. Just seeing the fruits of my labor pay off. Like, it's just so amazing. Thank you guys so much. I love each and every one of y'all, and let's just get started with my thoughts. All right, y'all, so we're kicking off this episode, and it's a continuation of Rock getting arrested, and everybody is just like at an odd. It's saying how it's making her sad. Natalie just recapping about like what happened, what she saw. Sway and Rolly, they having a little dialogue. Sway like it shouldn't have went down how it did, and it shouldn't have gone on this long, where Rock should have just took care of her business. I do agree, but like Sway said, she just didn't like seeing it. But yeah, it's sad though. Everybody is just like, dang, like this really just happened in front of like this. She really just got arrested. The next scene, they're on the bus heading to the next city, which is Houston, and they're still conversing about this situation. Brie was like, she saw all the like cops and stuff like that, and she was like, someone's getting arrested. And Jayla was like, oh my gosh, it's Rock. So everyone is shocked, which is normal, because if I'm like around you and like, you know, I'm just used to being you around, and then like Marshall and helicopters and all that around you, I'm gonna be like, wow, I'm gonna be confused. Well, not confused, I know you've been running from the cops, but it's kind of like the boy who cried wolf. Like, yes, we know Rock was about to get arrested, but we didn't know what was gonna actually happen. But y'all think the folks that Zeus called the people on Rock? I don't think Zeus, I don't know. I don't think Zeus will be that messy, but I don't put nothing past him, so you never know. So yeah, everybody is sad, but like I said, playing devil's advocate, if Rock would have just took care of her business a long time ago, like Sway said, she wouldn't be in this big situation. Reason why so many officers and so many cops and stuff showed up, because in retrospect, she was on the run. She missed a court date. She had a warrant out. She never just like turned herself in. So yeah, she was ducking and dodging. So it's like, she was ducking and dodging. So they was like, yeah, we finna get you. Now, not saying it's right if they roughed her up. Like, that's not right. She's a woman, she about this big. So they could have just like got her. But you know, the U.S. Marshal and them, they don't play. When they get you, it's like, come on. But yeah, Jayla explained how she just feel bad and hurt, especially when she cried for Jayla. Jayla, like the one time she wasn't in my sight, you know, she was gone.
How the way they like pulled her on the ground and stuff, like, why are you so aggressive on this one woman?
They threw her blanket over her, making it look like she was a goddamn terrorist.
The girl didn't do that bad of a thing. Like, she wasn't a murderer or nothing. As a female, and for her to go through that is very traumatizing.
But they just like, all right, y'all, we gonna turn up in the spirit of Krishan. I'm like, okay, she's not dead. The way they were speaking about, I was like, she alive, y'all. Like, she just got arrested. Anyways, they in the bus. They trying to figure out how they gonna sleep in this little party bus, because it's not like the tour bus. This is like a turn-up bus. So they in like rows. It's like Slim, Scotty, Sway trying to lay down. She's like, don't you fart on me. If you fart on me, but I would have been like, well, girl, get your head off me, because if I toot. Anyways, they make it into Houston, and the house they staying in Houston, yeah, baby, it's something. It's like a haunted house. I don't do paranormal, like, you know, that's what scared me. Jayla just like, y'all, this is a haunted house. Like, this house burnt up. It was painted all black. And Slim like, girl, I want to hear that. And I'm about to be sleeping here. Like, yeah, don't spook me out. Tell me all this stuff when we leave. But if I'm about to sleep here, let me be lost. But the girls walk in. It looks kind of eerie. They're gonna say some Beyonce house wasn't available. Now, you know dang well Beyonce wasn't gonna let Zeus network in her house. But the rooms are cute, not gonna lie. The rooms are very cute. Rolly and Slim finally, and I mean finally, get their own rooms. They're not in bunk beds no more. But Zeus be showing more of the rooms and stuff than the actual episode. And one thing about Zeus, they gonna show the house. It's giving Zeus HGTV, you know? So we see Bree, Sway, and Ann outside talking. This is like a full circle moment. Now Bree and Ann, they like joking, like, you wanna cuddle with me? But they talk about the Rolly and Natalie fight. Bree just explaining like everything that happened and how it led to that moment. But Sway was like, look, sometimes you gotta fight like us, because Ann and Sway and Brie, they all fought like Ann or something like that. They was like, sometimes you just gotta fight just to realize it's not that deep and make up. And Ann agreed, and Ann was like, she basically had to calm down after she got beat up by Rolly. Like she always say, after Rolly beat the Mario coins out of her, she had to realize, oh, this ain't no joke. Let me just sit down. So yeah, that was fun. But then Brie said it's the sisterhood of the traveling fist. I said, if that ain't a word. I get on the topic of Sydney, and Sydney keep asking the girls where they at and trying to pay. And I'm just like, okay, Sydney, give it up. Like, are you not embarrassed at this? You didn't get invited to season, Sydney. I'm so sorry. Like, she keeps trying to pay them. Like, it was hee hee ha ha at first, but now it's just moving into lame energy. But you know, when you are lame and corny, you don't get embarrassed. So that could be what's going on. Sway said, we baddies, like, we can fight. Like, we can fight as a group. But if an outsider try to mess with us, we going in. Now we see Slim and Scotty, they talking, just breaking down everything that happened, talking about the fight with Rolly and Natalie. Slim said she wasn't surprised to see Natalie and Rolly fight. She was like, Rolly is, you know, a queen, and Natalie is the queen of this, so it's only certain that they were gonna bump heads. She talks so animated. She should, yeah, be on Broadway. But yeah, they basically talking in circles. It's the same thing as what the other girls were saying, so we just skip that little point. So Jayla gets a FaceTime from Rock, and you know, Jayla like, my sis, how you doing? Rock says she good. Blueface bailed her out. She was like, that's her hero.
They couldn't hold a real bad bitch down.
I'm still in New Orleans. I was only sitting for a day, got bailed out. And then Blue came and saved me. I'm my superhero.
Rock mentioned to Jayla that she's pulling up to Houston that night, and Jayla was like, okay, I won't tell the other girls, I'll just let you pop up. Rock mentioned she slick and want to come back to the baddie stuff. Like, she said she just wants to be normal and just go home, and I feel like that's very telling. Sometimes you just get wrapped up into like the reality TV and fame and stuff like that, and you just want to be, you know, a normal person. And now we're seeing Rolly and Natalie, they having a one-on-one.
I'm so mad about our fight.
For
multiple reasons. One, it was not even our beef. We've been cool this whole fucking time. Number two, my fucking hand hurts.
Bitch, my hand was hurting before we fucking started fighting. Bitch, I can't, this is my jack off hand. I can't even jack off.
And they pretty much just laugh, and they over the BS. Natalie says she hates they fought because they never had beef, and it wasn't their beef to begin with. I'm like, Natalie, you slick was inserting yourself into it. You know, you could have just stayed in your place, but hey, it happened, they fought, they hugged it out, and I actually was here for it. I mean, like, guys fight all the time, and the next second they good, so it's nice to see the girls, you know, they can tussle, they can get into it, and the next day be over it. Especially for, like, the younger crowd that's watching it, like, you ain't gotta hold a grudge. Now we see Jayla is saging, so she's saging her house, I mean, not her house, she's saging her portion of the house. She go outside and she like, you know, she starts to sage the girls, and the girls like, yeah, sage me. So she go into each girl one by one and just like, you know, cleansing them. She do Scotty them, Rolly, Slim. Jayla go to Sway, because, you know, Sway was like, sure, you know, Jayla's doing this. But Jayla starts to shake. And she just was like, I never had this with any other girl. She starts to cry. And Jayla's just like, I just want to give you a hug because you just got this ball of energy wrapped up in you, and you just got to let that go. It was a little cute moment because Sway was like, every time she go get a read and they tell her like, you just got this ball of negative energy. But Sway was like, girl, you should have did this when we first got here. We want to argue. I said, right. Like, you wait till we get to the end of the trip. Now you want to save. Now you want to cleanse us. I was the save when Rock knocked me into that scene. I needed to be staged then. That was a negative energy. But, you know, it was a feel-good moment. And, you know, they all was hugging. Jayla hugged Rolly. Jayla hugged Slim. But Rolly noticed that Jayla didn't have not one tear when she was having that moment. So she feels like maybe this was fake, maybe it was real. Like, we good, we cordial, but we see each other. So now he's having a meeting with the girl, and it's the same thing over and over again. Y'all, we in a new city. We gonna get to this bad. We gonna turn up tonight. What's your favorite city? Like the typical Natalie thing. We can skip past that. But they was reminiscing on like their time there so far. And then they talked about some moments I forgot. Like, you know, Ann was the villain. I forgot about that in the beginning.
Everyone
You're talking to me because I'm weird.
You're weird.
You sound dumb. Don't suck dick. Don't suck ass pump. Show him my I do suck dick. I suck amazing dick.
You know, when Scotty came in.
Y'all, this is my bitch, Scotty.
And I'm from the South.
She runs the South.
Jayla versus Natalie.
Fake ass bitch texting me, talking about come talk to her for a second. I've always been your friend. I've always stuck up for you. You're in a house full of bitches that you don't even know.
A little bit some of everything. But they got a lot of things lined up with their time in Houston. But the first thing they're kicking off is Anthony party. So they're on the bus, they're in their bikini, headed to the pool party. You know, Jayla got on this all white with the heels. I'm like, one thing about Jayla, she gonna rip her clothing brand. Now, Jayla was like, she missed Rock, and if she was here, you know, she'll be walking around with her little blue cup and her pacifier. Natalie tried to make a little joke, and she was like, you know what, you should feel kind of relieved. You know, you don't have to be on mommy duty and babysit. Jayla, look, what Ann said, I don't think she liked that very much. But anyways, they link up with Anthony. Everybody's hugging. Curtis is there as well. And I ain't gonna lie, it's like a big festival. I see why they say Anthony throws really big parties and like he's known in Houston as like the party person, because the party, from what I was seeing, yeah, that looks nice. Like, it made me be like, oh, I want to go. Like, where's the invite next year? And then they had like some other girls we knew, like Yola from One More Chance was there. I saw Biggie. I honestly thought that Yola was gonna be on Baddies. I felt like that was a rumor out there, but maybe something happened. But anyways, Natalie's introducing everybody. They turn up, they having fun, right? So now we see Guzza from, you know, Bad Boys, and he's about to perform. So he's getting on stage for the perform. And oh, Miss Sydney Star, she pop up.
Huge fan of Good. I can't wait for him to get on this stage right now. But before I knew it, once again, our baddie stalker has showed up.
Let me tell you something, guys. You're not fucking done. Motherfucking messages online.
Sydney comes out and she's just on the mic. Yeah, Miss None. I'm like, Sydney, girl, you don't feel nothing? Like, it's nothing in here that just be like, maybe I shouldn't do that. Like, it's nothing when you watch this, you don't feel like no type of, oh, I shouldn't, like, nothing. Because you can't go through life not having a tone too corny somewhere. Maybe that's why they say supposed to be tone deaf. But yeah, she's just up there doing too much, and it's other people like, not on my network, not on this. Like, get on. They trying to get rid of her. She's doing too much. Feel like she needs to go, but I didn't peep this. Sydney threw, from what it looked like, Sydney threw the water on Rel, and that's why Rel was like throwing water on her. But yeah, Sydney was just doing too much. I don't think it's cute anymore. I never thought it was cute. It was like a little hee-hee, but it started being like funny, weird. Next week, Sway and Sydney get into it, and then we see Sway doing her hosting. They talk about everything, and yeah, we're coming to the end of Baddies. This season has been an experiment, but I do think this season, through all the BS, this season has definitely been better than season one. Season one felt like an experiment. This felt like, okay, we see some stuff coming along. What did y'all think of this episode? What y'all think of the season? Still working on that Zeus documentary. It'll be here soon. I will see you guys in my next video. Love y'all, bye.